There's a lot of secrets WWE and its wrestlers use to pull off what they do. Since so much of their product is done live, accidents are bound to happen, which reveal the truth. Let's look at the times WWE secrets were exposed on live TV. At the first Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, Randy Orton and John Cena faced off for the WWE Championship. The two had a solid match, but about midway into the contest, a WWE secret was accidentally exposed. Randy Orton hit John Cena with his vintage inverted headlock backbreaker, which caused a blade to fall onto the mat. And nope, that wasn't from Cena's Gillette sponsorship. This tiny razor is what a wrestler would use if they wanted to bleed during the match. The referee quickly picked up the blade, and the performance continued. Neither wrestler ended up bleeding during the match, but it's unknown if it was because Cena lost his blade. Hell in a Cell just has a habit of exposing secrets, even since the beginning. At the 1987 Bad Blood pay-per-view, Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker went face-to-face in the first ever Hell in a Cell match. Before the two stars made their entrances, Sergeant Slaughter, who was the on-screen commissioner, checked under the ring to make sure nobody was hiding underneath it. The camera went in for a close shot and accidentally revealed an amplifier. If you don't know, WWE places sound equipment under the ring so that when a wrestler hits the mat, it sounds even more impressive.
And his feet just hit the roof of the cage!
Luckily for WWE, by the end of the match, everybody had forgotten about what they saw underneath the ring. Botch and Sin Cara go together like peanut butter and jelly, but the faceless one is completely innocent when it comes to this mistake. When Sin Cara debuted in April 2011, he jumped into the ring and fought off Sheamus. Unfortunately, right before the luchador dove in, the cameraman accidentally revealed a bit too much and showed the trampoline Sin Cara jumped off of to make his entrance. The WWE camera crew got better at hiding this as Sin Cara continued to wrestle, but the masked wrestler's career didn't exactly start off on the right angle. At WrestleMania 7, Jake the Snake Roberts took on the model Rick Martel in a blindfold match. Unfortunately, the illusion that both men were completely blind fell apart before the bell had even rung. While the referees were getting the blindfolds on each competitor, Jake pulled part of the cloth away, revealing two spots they could see from. It didn't help that the camera was pointed directly at him either. Everything else went smoothly, but that botch at the beginning didn't help anyone suspend their disbelief. This next one's a little different, but I think you'll enjoy it. Back in March of 2020, WWE held its first show in the Performance Center with no fans in attendance. Despite the lack of crowd noise, everything was going fine until he went to a commercial break. Bayley and Sasha Banks were wrestling Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, and once it was time for an ad break, everyone decided to stop wrestling. After all, nobody was watching. Except that people were. On some of the international feeds, SmackDown returned a bit too early, and all four wrestlers were out of character and not wrestling. In the clip, the four women can be seen talking to each other, while the referee gets the ropes and the turnbuckles. It lasts for about a minute, and then they begin getting ready to start the match again. Being that this happened in 2020, it wasn't a huge deal, but imagine if something like this happened back in the 70s or 80s. That would have been a pretty big secret that got exposed. Any other secrets that accidentally got revealed? Let me know in the comments. And then give that little video on the right a watch. With that, I'm Zach from Tap Out Corner, and take it easy.